we're back. We're going to play around with the outside of the album. We're going to get it all taken care of. And then in the next video, we will start to work on covering the inside. So this is first off, I'm going to line everything in a white cardstock. It allows this collection to pop. So it pulls the colors out so that they can stand out to you. My piece of cardstock measured 6 by 7 7/8. You'll have to measure yours when you've got these rolls here. They do kind of interfere with proper measurement, so you're going to want to kind of double check to make sure that your measurements are true and accurate. Then I cut this to fit so it would frame in, just so that the white was just showing a little bit, about 1/16 of an inch. So this is my front. Then when you close this, you have a piece of paper that has this pattern on it. You're going to use almost all of it, so pull it out. We're going to start with the side that has the blue image that runs down it, and we're going to place it right here on this flap that overlays. And then you should have some small cards. Pick one that speaks to you because you're making it. It's going to sit right here on the front. So we have a little bit of depth, an element that's going on there. All right? Put these aside. Then for each of the side panels, I cut white and the this beautiful goldish bronze pattern to fit in each one of these. Now, again, my white pieces measure about 1 1/8, and they're what are they measuring in length? 7 7/8 in length. And then you're just going to trim these to fit on the inside. So you're going to need 3 of these because you have this side panel, and then you've got the inside panel. But turning this over on the back side, again, we're going to frame it in, and I'm using this piece as the decorative piece here on the back. So we can either glue this down or tape it down until we get to the magnets. My preference is to tape down wherever there are magnets involved. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the back. I even labeled this back. And I label them because the roll presents itself differently front to back. You may have a little extra, you may have a little more. It just depends upon how the cardstock responded when we framed it in. So I'll kind of maybe show you what I'm talking about here. I'm trying to straighten this out just a little bit because see, I've got quite a lot over here, but I think that that's because the roll just is a little bit more pronounced. And then I'm going to go ahead. See, on the reverse side of this are these 4 cards. Now, if you want to use these 4 cards, you're going to need to hold tight on covering your back until we get into the rest of the paper so you can see what options you have left. Love that thing. All right, let's do our side panels. Now I kind of marked them again. This is for the left side. No, I think I'm going to do my front. Let's put the front on. Front's got magnets, so we're going to tape this piece down, or at least I am. You can glue yours if that's your style. Oh, and I need to tell you something else I did. Before we get too much farther, I moved these, the magnets. We had them recessed back here and up here. Well, it was fine on this panel, but on this panel, let me get it down here. On this panel, this much of it was then taking the brunt of opening, and it was tweaking the page. So I moved the magnets here, removed them, and then I reset them so they're down a little bit farther on both sides. So the magnets are here and now instead of up here, because every time I open this, you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I was crinkling the paper trying to open it, so I changed where the location of the magnets are. You can make those changes now before you get too far along in when we get to the inside. Okay, so I've got mine sitting here. I've closed this flap. I'm holding my left hand so it stays in frame. I want to make sure that, I just moved it, that this is in a good position, and then I'm going to commit the tape. And now I think I'll just glue this down. I don't need to tape this one down. I'm just going to give myself a good dry measurement here. Make sure it looks right. Okay, so this is the left side. I'm labeled them. I'm going to glue it in. I'm just going to kind of settle it in between. What I see are the folds in the gusset line. That was better. And then the first of our paper cover. that glue spread around there. All right, so I'm going to do, this is the inside flap. So this one will be the one I'll use. And I'm just coming off this edge just ever so little. Floral do go the correct, there we go. That right to begin with. Pencil mark. Okay, now we're going to move. I want to make sure I've got things lining up here the correct way. Okay, so now we're going to put on, I have to open it back up. This is going on this piece down here. And my paper piece. And then the last piece, and then the no, I have one more piece, I apologize. I have my tag. Okay, and this is the right side. Boy, where's my glue coming from? Yuck. Hold on just a second. I'm getting glue on me, and I don't know quite where it's coming from. Oh, it's coming from under my cap. Oh, that's not a good thing. Okay, let me finish this and then we're almost done. And I'm going to have to dig into this and find out what's going on. Okay, line this up. Well, I must not have that screwed down very tight because it's just leaking like crazy. And then I want to put this card on here. Now my card ended up measuring at 3 by 3.5. It's going to frame in this beautiful little butterfly. I am going to glue this on ever so, ooh, look at that gob. I have a lot of glue coming out of my cap. Ah. I'm not going to let it go to waste. I think I put that in the center too far. I'm making a mess. Now, if you want, there is plenty of this piece of paper left over. I'm looking to see if I've got a perfect match. Well, I do. Look at that. So I'm just going to do a real quick trim right there. And then I'm just going to glue this in place. And then it's kind of matching and it's not got a blue thing sticking out here. There we go. All right. So the exterior is done. I'm going to have to add some more glue. I was focusing so much on my glue leakage, I didn't get enough glue on the edges here, but I'll do that later. All right, so there we go. We are done. And the next video will be playing with the inside. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.